Market wrap: Bitcoin rises on encouraging inflation news. The largest cryptocurrency hovered near $16,800. Ether and other altcoins also surge. Price action. The latest inflation data on Tuesday suggested that the U.S. central bank was winning its campaign against inflation, and crypto investors relished the news. Bitcoin was recently trading above $16,700, up more than 2% over the past 24 hours. The largest cryptocurrency has been inching up since Monday, even as fallout from crypto exchange FTX's liquidity crisis and filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection widens. The Wall Street Journal reported that crypto lender BlockFi is preparing a potential bankruptcy filing because of its significant exposure to FTX. This article originally appeared in Market Wrap, CoinDesk's daily newsletter diving into what happened in today's crypto markets. Subscribe to get it in your inbox every day. Bitcoin is showing resilience here, but it is hard to imagine investors are ready to test the waters until we learn more of the full contagion risk associated with FTX. Edward Moya, senior market analyst for foreign exchange market maker Oanda, wrote, although he warned that if more exchanges or crypto companies pause withdrawals or limit activity, that will likely bring back the pressure on cryptos. Ether was recently changing hands at about $1,250, up more than 3% from Monday, same time. Other major altcoins spent much of Tuesday in the green, with the SRM, Cell and FTT tokens of embattled Ventures Serum, Celsius and FTX jumping by well into the double digits over the past 24 hours. FTT was, nevertheless, recently trading at $1.80, a fraction of its near $36 highs earlier this year. SRM slumped more than 72% over the weekend after DeFi protocols across the Solana ecosystem began unplugging from Serum's on-chain exchange for fear that they didn't know who wielded control, a concern fueled by a Friday hack of FTX. FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried was a major supporter of Serum. The CoinDesk Market Index, a broad-based index designed to measure the market capitalization-weighted performance of the digital asset market, was up about 1%. Equity markets rose slightly, buoyed by Supplier Price Index, PPI, data for October that arrived lower than expected, indicating that U.S. central bank monetary policies were staunching inflation. The tech-heavy Nasdaq was up 1.4%, while the S&P 500, which has a strong tech component, and Dow Jones Industrial Average, climbed 0.8% and 0.1%, respectively. Oanda's Moya noted warily that a possible BlockFi bankruptcy could present crypto markets with their next big test. The lender denied rumors that a majority of its assets were held at FTX, but acknowledged on Monday that in addition to having deposits on the platform, it had an undrawn line of credit from FTX and obligations that FTX owed it. The next domino to fall appears to be BlockFi, Moya wrote. Contagion from FTX was widely expected to impact BlockFi despite their recent denial that a majority of their assets are custodied at collapsed crypto exchange FTX. Latest prices. Technical take. Exchange outflows may not mean what they used to. By Glenn Williams, Jr. The FTX collapse marks a new starting point in how investors use exchange balances of BTC and ETH. Often, increases in the exchange balances for BTC and ETH implies bearish sentiment, as coins are sent to exchanges to ready them for sale. But a comparison of current levels to levels prior to November 2022 may give investors a distorted view. Now, the outflows might be signaling something very different, that users don't want their coins sitting on the exchange, as a precaution against the risk of another deposit run similar to what just happened at FTX. Read the full technical take here. Altcoin Roundup. FTX account strainer swaps millions in stolen crypto, becomes 35th largest Ether holder. Multiple addresses connected to the account strainer on Tuesday transferred more than 21,555 Ether, ETH, or over $27 million, to a single address. The tokens were later converted to stablecoin DAI on the swapping service CowSwap. The funds were siphoned from FTX's crypto wallets late Friday. Read more here. Analysis. FTX's Trumplos token isn't proof of an FTX Democrat-Ukraine conspiracy. Trumplos was part of FTX's prediction market, where Degins made big bucks betting on, or against, Trump or Biden during the 2020 election. Curiously, it's still on the company balance sheet. Read more here. Tokens of Alameda-backed DeFi projects Maps.me and Oxygen locked up at FTX. Alameda Research led funding rounds into both companies in 2021. Read more here. Trending posts. Listen, today's CoinDesk Markets Daily podcast discusses the latest market movements and a look at some good news about low crypto prices. Solana DeFi sees almost $700 million in value wiped out on FTX fallout. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried was a prominent backer of the network. Celsius is owed $12 million by Alameda Research, newest member of bankrupt crypto club. The bankrupt crypto lender's new CEO told the judge Celsius Mining has approximately 40,000 mining rigs. Crypto lender BlockFi preps for possible bankruptcy filing after FTX's woes, Wall Street Journal reports. The company had previously suspended withdrawals in wake of the collapse of crypto exchange FTX last week. Meaning of FTX fall depends on one's politics, U.S. Senate hearing shows. U.S. political parties take separate, opposing lessons from the crash of Sam Bankman-Fried's crypto empire. The SBF bill, what's in the crypto legislation backed by FTX's founder? The specter of the now disgraced Sam Bankman-Fried looms large over the bill, but since Debbie Stabenow and John Boozman plan to push ahead anyway. Kathy Wood's ARK buys 315K shares in Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. It was the fund's first purchase of the trust in almost a year and a half. Big banks New York Fed start to test digital tokens for wholesale transactions. Citigroup, HSBC, BNY Mellon, Wells Fargo, and MasterCard are among the financial giants taking part.